Это 2. Бункер потерян. Черт! Здесь тяжелая броня.
Who put the anti-tank mines over there?
It was me!
What's up, guys? This is SEE Top Deck, bringing you some rush gameplay on Oasis. And as you can see, we missed the first set here. And it's actually because we just joined. That's me and Spanky, actually. We were the only ones this night that were... Well, it was kind of actually during the day. And we were looking for a game to get into, and everyone else was playing Dragon Slayers and Wizards and all kinds of other stuff, and didn't want to shoot people, so we found this server, and it was slightly populated, and the population kind of swings back and forth as some people leave and other people's join on as the server becomes a little bit more populated. And I think we actually start out a little outnumbered, and then it switches the other way, and then we end up in the end with a solid 4 versus 4. And this is me just doing my thing, you know? That's what I do. I go in the back of the base and I look around, and I'm looking for bad guys. That's what I do. I just lurk around. I am a lurker. And 2 guys here, and oh, the collateral kill with the 40 mil. I love those. I actually had a whole collection of those coming into my 40 mil shoddy video that I had before, and I was erasing a bunch of videos off of a drive, and I accidentally erased them. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because when I was making that video, I was looking for them, and they were nowhere to be found. And there's only one in that video, and I actually had quite a few. And since then, I haven't got a whole lot of them. And as you can see from my death back there, I was TK'd. And really don't get mad about TKs anymore. Why? Well, because it happens to me around 3 or 4 times a night, on average. And I don't keep score, I don't keep count, but it seems like that. And it just doesn't bother me anymore, as long as I know that you weren't doing it on purpose, and that happens rarely. But one thing is, you have to say you're sorry. That's the thing, you have to say you're sorry. And that might be trivial, because you're probably not sorry. Because I'm just a person on a server, you probably really don't give a shit. But for me, as long as you express regret for your actions, you're completely and totally forgiven. And I am not one to hold TK grudges. Actually, I'm not one to hold grudges really at all. But definitely not TK grudges, because it does happen. And I do it too. Sometimes. And the worst situation is when, you know, I have that 40 mil shotty out, like I usually am, when in close quarters, and it's usually somebody that's on my team but not on my squad, so they don't have that big, you know, insignia over their head that says, hey, I'm on your squad. It's just a blue triangle, and if I'm in the heat of the moment and you come around a corner, well, you're gonna get one in the face. And it happens. So, you know, you kind of have to get used to it. And I'm not gonna edit this. I'm not going to cut it down and speed up all the walking around. Look at this. I should have totally pulled out the 40 mil, and I could have killed him at that range. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cut it down, and I'm not going to speed it up for you. I'm not going to even delete the death scenes. Look, I'm looking at my squad. Okay, you know, you're going to see all of that. Why? Because I bring it to you raw. I think that's what you folks deserve. You deserve raw gameplay. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You know, this is how it is. You guys know how it is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to spare your patience or your time. because ultimately it takes my time. And what I've noticed is when I do edit out those things, I have less time to talk about the things. Look at that. Come on. See, that's a thing where I'm on his squad, and he could totally see the big, well, on my screen, because I run it on colorblind settings, this big, you know, greenish yellow fluorescent thing right above my head. So anyway, you can probably notice here I'm not using the AEK. And the last videos, I think almost all the videos that I've posted thus far have been with the AEK, because I primarily run Assault, and that's my favorite class. That's what I like to do. That it fits my gameplay style very well. And I'm using the M416 now, and the reason for that is I platinumed the AEK, so I am moving along. And I had a choice between the F2000 and the M416, and I chose the M416. Really, because I don't like, and this may be a stupid reason, but I just don't like the sound that the F2000 makes. I just don't. It doesn't sound like a firearm to me. It sounds like this weird scrambled eggs, like you're scraping the fork against the bottom of the pan type of a sound. And it just doesn't tantalize my senses. I don't like it. So I don't use it that often. And I'm going to use the M416, and I'm making pretty good progress too. And the reason why I think is because they're kind of, the aiming is kind of similar. I know this the M416 gives off less damage, but I really don't see a huge difference while playing the game, and so it's kind of just like using the AEK. And look at Spanky. He's just, I don't know where he's going. He's trying to catch the bus over there. But that's not going to work out for him. And this is sparsely populated, so we are moving along. We are just moving along very quickly here. Except for me, because I keep on dying. Because I'm just the pinnacle of mediocrity. But yeah, platinum the AEK, and along with that, I moved to level 43. So when I first started doing videos, look at 4 and 5. Come on. So when I first started doing videos, I just got to level 41, and I was talking to you guys about doing the road to 50 videos, trying to reach 50 before Battlefield 3. And I've been really trying to level up. I've been really trying and actually playing the game maybe a little bit more than I should, because you know, a brother's got responsibilities and whatnot. And just so that I can try to level up these weapons so that I can move up. And you know, with the beta of Battlefield 3 coming out pretty soon, they say this month, and thus far they are saying it will be this month still, and it's within this month, so something tells me that what they say is going to be true. With the beta coming out, I don't see myself playing a whole lot of Battlefield Bad Company 2 while that is going on. And reaching level 50 before Battlefield 3 comes out is a lot less important to me than having fun and playing a new game with all my buddies. So I'm probably not, actually I'll say it right now, I'm just not going to make it to 50 before Battlefield 3 comes out, because now it's more like when the beta comes out. And Spanky's about to get one to the sternum here, and I know he's going to come around and, oh, that's better. I know that it is, you know, I'm pretty much saying not when Battlefield 3 comes out, but when the beta comes out. And the reason for that being is that it might as well just be out, because everyone's going to be playing Battlefield 3 beta. Most everyone that we play with every single day, they have pre-ordered the game, so we're going to get it 2 days earlier. And then after that, it's an open beta, so everyone and their mom and their second cousins are going to be playing, and that includes me, and I'm sure all of you guys. So I have come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to make it to 50 before Battlefield 3 comes out. And I'll probably make it to level 44, because when I recorded this video, I just kind of turned 43, and I was making a little bit of progress, and now I'm almost halfway. And I might make it to level 44. It depends on when the beta is released, but I'll probably make it to level 44, but not much after that. And that's okay with me. That is okay, because one of the things I'm looking forward to with the beta and Battlefield 3 is that there's going to be a huge reset button, and that everyone goes back to 0, and we start a new game. Get out of my way, man. And everyone's going to go back to 0, and then the leveling is going to continue from 0, and we can all level up with each other. Because when I rejoined the clan, I was, I think, a level 38 or something like that. And I've leveled up a lot since then, but you know, everyone else was ranked significantly higher than me, and I've caught up with the majority of the people. But there are lots of level 50s, and I think Genesis is a level 48 or 49, and there's a few high 40s, and then, you know, the 50s. And so, and I don't know what rank means. It probably doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean anything, you know, really, you know, but I don't know. It's one of those things that keeps the game interesting, and that's really what it's designed for, because you can get better, you can get better weapons, all of those things, but it keeps, after a while, after you get all those weapons, you know, really, what are you doing? You're just, you know, leveling up. But it does keep the game interesting. It definitely does. So I'm looking forward to that. The big reset. And as you can see, we're just skating along here. We're just skating along. We're on our way to the last set. And this is probably my favorite set, I think, for whatever reason. I just like this one because playing Conquest, I always like this right side. I always like this river or whatever area. I really like that area, and I always use it. And this is the part of the map where I'm in my comfort zone. I just like being a swamp monster here amongst the grass and the water. And I would much prefer to take Alpha first on this set. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swing back around, and I'm going to go into the far building. And I use grenades as kind of like an enemy detector, because you throw one up there and they're going to yell, you'll know. But there was no yell. There was no sound. I just happened to see him there, and oh man, right in the diaphragm. So what I like to do is I come up here and I kind of lurk around and I watch those MCOMs, but I can't do that now because Spanky saw where I was, and he's definitely going to come back and kill me, except for I kill him. And then taking down with the tank on a 4v4, which is a total bitch move, but it is what it is. It definitely happens. Yes, it does. And I remember spawning in here and I didn't know where I was. I knew I was in a building, I didn't know which one. It's like one of those random buildings on the side that kind of get my bearings a little bit. And I never use these stationary ATs. Well, I can't say that. I do use them every once in a while. I got lucky there because it was already damaged and I didn't know. I've been trying to use them a little bit more lately when I can. Because usually, you know, I run assault, and so when I see a tank, I run for my life. I run and run and run, and I don't look back. But I've been trying to use the stationary weapons a little bit more when I can. And one of the reasons is that I have if I get one of those stupid pins, if I get that pin, I get like 2 insignias are like hinging on that one pin for whatever reason, and I can get a lot of points. But I don't really use stationary weapons all that much. I just don't. Never have, and I don't know why. It just is what it is. But anyway, this was a fun game. Not really eventful. It did have, you know, some fun gameplay. Not many people on it. And as you can see from my score, it's just mediocrity to the max. To the max. But it was fun. A lot of running around. Whatever. Actually, the next game was much better. And I didn't record it because I thought that it was going to be lame, because I really don't like the next map all that much. But it actually turned out to be a pretty good game. And I got a ton of kills. And I didn't record it. But anyway, please rate and subscribe, and come over and visit us at ShadowCompanyElite.com. This is SE Top Deck out.